Turning Prince off.
Quick reminder to everyone take their vitamin if you haven't taken your vitamin yet.
Take your vitamins. They're good for you.
I'm taking your
Drink your water. It's even better. How much water you get today, Tom?
So this is my second bottle. So I finished this. I'll probably be somewhere about 100 and 104, somewhere about there.
Nice. That's very impressive. 64 ounces for Chris. Good job, Chris.
Good job.
Way to get it in. I lost count. I'm up there. I'm doing all right though. I'm straight. I'm good.
You're losing count because because you've had so many. That's a good thing. You're losing count because you're like, I think I had 2 bottles is not a good thing.
Yeah, I feel like I may have almost drowned myself earlier. Good for you, Weens. I drank a lot of water today, so I'm good with it.
I don't always get this much in, but today,
Yeah.
got it.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining Tony and myself with Bari Male Experience this evening. We get started every Tuesday evening right now at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday. Also, don't forget to check in with our Bari Sister Chat. Talk Bari to Me with VSG Bestie. Same time, but on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Sunday, check Talk Bari to Me, please. It's a good time.
Yes, and we have our friends on Monday, Bari Unfiltered, who are on the same time at 8 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget to check out our favorite sisters, the Bari Sisters, on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, and all those times in between.
You know, it's awesome that I really wasn't, well, I can't say I wasn't paying attention to, but it just didn't ring my bell like it rung my bell earlier today on a live, that the struggle bus comes on Bari Nation IG at 7 p.m. on Tuesday evenings, an hour before us. So what a great, double up opportunity. You get the struggle bus with Bari Nation at 7 p.m. and then you can come on over here and hang out with Tony and I on Bari Male Experience and have a wonderful time. Thanks for coming in. Please like and share this live. Also, if you're not following us and you're on the back end in the FYP, looking behind the curtain, come on in. We don't bite, we invite. Man, so
man,
this weekend, the past weekend, what we were looking forward to. We were looking forward to meeting each other.
It just went by so fast.
We were looking forward to hanging out with other friends in the community. We were looking to see what it was going to feel like to hang out with Bariatric Society, Bari Nation, and all our friends from the TikTok platform in person. And it finally happened this past weekend in Edison, New Jersey. Damn.
I will definitely tell you that the drive down there, as long as it was back and forth, was so worth it, and I'm so glad I got the opportunity to go down there. It was worth every hour of that drive.
I didn't even notice it. Like, I was just so excited about getting down there and meeting everybody and hanging out there. Then I had so much, to think about getting back. I mean,
it's exactly.
Man, it's a good
that's
feeling.
All I thought about. I was like, oh my God, I'm going down. I'm going to meet Rab. I'm going to meet Jay. I'm going to meet Kate. And I didn't even realize that I was going to meet Anna, because that was the biggest surprise ever.
Mm-hmm. She snuck up on us. Yeah, for sure.
I got to meet Bro. I got to meet Rissa. Like, all these people that or basically up until this past weekend were faces on a screen that I have gotten to know over the last year. And to finally meet people in person and it's exactly who we are. Like, we talk about trying to be authentic and being our most authentic selves on this platform, everyone that you see that we talked about is exactly who they are when we met them.
They
And
they they
so
appeared to be anyway in person. So
I mean, I couldn't have been more impressed by everyone that I met. Bro and Rissa, Bariatric Society. What I mean, you talk about just setting up an event that was just stellar, and I couldn't. I'm speechless on it because I had such a good time. And it wasn't just that event. I mean, I didn't get a chance to hang out with all of you guys for an extended period of time, but everyone got to go out. I mean, everyone hung out together, like before the event and after the event. Like there was a lot of just like interaction amongst everyone, and it wasn't just like the people who were on the platform being platform creators. It was everyone. It's people down in the comments, anyone bariatric, together, interacting, getting to know each other, enjoying each other's company, just being bariatric patients and just being friends. I mean, we've so many connections. People make so many connections on this platform, and we get to know each other through this platform. And just getting the release of being able to hang out with everyone and enjoy each other's company was amazing.
yeah, it sure was. I gotta let me. I'm gonna break. Let me break down my experience just real quick because I'm
All right.
anxious to tell you all how the universe works, right? So I'm having this really hard time with my own outside life outside of the TikTok platform. Not that I don't feel supported, but I need a vacation. It won't stop snowing. It's freaking me out. I can't stand it. I hate the cold. I got a lot of stuff going on in my own personal life and my job, you know and this bariatric meetup that the Bariatric Society put on in Barry Nation, it came right on time. I mean, it was everything I needed. It was everything I knew it was going to be because I've been to meetups before with good vibes and good people, so I knew what to expect and I knew what I was going to bring. So I just couldn't wait to get that energy and get that feeling about meeting people that I haven't met yet and what comes with that. I can tell you this, that I did not expect the hospitality that we received at this bariatric society meetup. Um, Not that I didn't expect it, but when I see Bro and I see Rissa and I'm like bariatric society, I'm like, okay, well, all right, whatever. I hear about it. Okay, but when you go, the way that you're greeted and that vibe that you get from Chris and Rissa, it's not like, it's not based on followers. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just like this little pea in this big platform, and these people treat you like freaking human beings,
You
man.
walk
And
in, you walk in, you felt like family.
yeah,
That's
off the
exactly what
break.
it was like. Dude, it
Yeah.
was hugs. It was like the big warm smile. Dude, we got in. So when we walked into the event, the first person that walked in or walked up to us was Weight Loss Claudio. Like, and dude, he's a big dude, even in real life. And like, he has this like stature and this like, you look at him and then he smiles. And that smile is so inviting. And he was like, "What's up, guys?" Like, that, like, that's your first impression of walking into one of these events and meeting the first person that you see. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is so cool. I'm like, I got to meet him in person. Nicest guy in the world. Like, just so down to earth. And it snowballed from there because everyone I met after that was just like, it was all smiles and we all got to meet each other. And I can't, it was just an amazing experience. It
Yeah.
was my first event I saw. It was awesome to me.
It was awesome. Judgment free zone. There's
Oh
nothing
yeah,
like
most
feeling comfortable in your own skin. And that's what I felt 100% the whole time I was there. I didn't feel alienated. I didn't feel like anyone was left out or anybody
definitely.
was being left out. I mean, man, there was so much love being spread along for everyone that it was just amazing. I wish life in the world was like the bariatric community. I say that over and over again.
Yeah.
Of course there's ups and downs and falls, but hey, This is not a negative zone this week. Me and Tony are keeping it on a positive level. And hey, what better way to make that point get through than talk about the good time that we had with the meetups and making new friends and those experiences that we had along the way. Tony, what do you think about the nutritionist that spoke during the meetup?
Phenomenal. She answered my questions. like like I was like, should I ask a question? Should I? I'm like, I gotta. And like so down to earth, so like realistic. But she's a bariatric patient as well, and like it's like she put it into perspective about like realistically like my thing is like getting up at night and then walking past my pantry and being oh, you know what, I'm kind of hungry, well, oh, let me grab something to snack on, and just being like, all right, am I reaching for the right stuff? Is there am I should I be reaching for anything? And she's like, if you want a snack, but make it the right snack. And like she gave ideas as to what it should be, and I mean it was great. I mean it's everything that I was hoping it was gonna be, and it was. So
Hmm. Everything down to the food that was provided. Cut. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all.
the buffalo cauliflower.
That buffalo cauliflower was off the chain. It
I
was the
love that
bomb.
stuff. It was so good.
I loved it. Yeah, it was an amazing time. I can't speak enough about it. Um, I can tell you also that before I came to the meetup, I was talking to Anna and Kate and Julie
Hi, Haley.
uh, about um, about followers and stuff like that, and I was talking about how like I've made some friends along the way in this uh, bariatric community, and you get to doing your own thing like Bari Male Experience, Tony, myself, and VSG Bestie. We got this. That's our group. That's who we are. And you get caught up into what you're doing and what you're providing the community, and you can get caught up on you know feeling bad because those people that you talk to on a regular basis you don't talk to as much anymore. And it's not that you don't care about them or that you're not there for them, that you don't feel like you're better than they are. It's just you're on this movement to help spread love throughout the community. And there are some instances where I have a guilty conscience where people might think that I feel like I'm better than them. So I started talking about that, how a lot of people, or not a lot of people, that I've experienced some conversation about how, Rab thinks he's too famous for me or famous for us right now and stuff like that. And how I had 2,500 followers and these people have like 10,000 followers, and then out of nowhere this guy Matt's like, hey, I follow you, I BM me. And I was like, hell yeah, just out of nowhere. And that, man, that felt so good, that we actually, like Tony said, we're reaching people in the community on a positive note, and
And
really
I
that's
found
all
out
that
that Matt
matters.
doesn't live far from me. He's in Rhode Island, so I mean, he's not that far. So that was. I wish I got to talk to him a little bit, but there's so many people I wish I got to like talk to longer. Because
Yeah,
I mean, we would try. I wish I had the chance to interact with everyone because
yeah,
everyone I met was so great.
yeah.
I mean, dude, Jay Salazar, that man is a special human being. I had such a good conversation with him at Top Golf, and he really put like a lot of things into perspective for me because I was just I was just really trying to be like, 'cause again, I tell you all the time, it doesn't matter how many followers we have, and I'm just like, I feel like we've got momentum going with us. Like we're really like reaching out to people. And I'm just like, well, we only have 1,400 followers. And he's like, yeah, but that's 1,400 bariatric followers. It's none of these other like, and not like no one from outside the bariatric community, because we worked on getting 1,400 bariatric followers, and I'm like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. And like and that's who we want to reach. Like our community is who follows us, and no one else. And that actually, and I'm like, that meant so much coming from him, because it made so much sense. Because he was like, he told me that he's like, he had a ton of followers before he even started posting bariatric content. And so like he put that into perspective, like, well, how many are really like authentic bariatric? And I'm like, it made me feel so much better. It really did. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, I'm like, every time I talk to him, he makes me feel better about everything that we do. Because I know how hard we try, and how hard we try to reach everybody. Because you know how much this means to us.
Mm.
Like, this community means so much to us. This platform itself means so much to us. And like, we want to do the right thing. We want to make sure that, we offer the support to the bariatric male community. But we're also adding value to just the community in large.
That's right. Yeah, I got you there, Jules. For the first time in 32 and a half years, I felt like I belonged somewhere when I was there. That's how I feel
Jules
at
is
these
awesome.
meetups.
Jules, she is like a ball of energy. She just glowing the entire time. Sarah was with us. She's so quiet, but she was so nice and kind, and like thoroughly enjoyed her company, hanging out and just playing golf with us. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to explain like how much fun I really had over this. Just in general of that whole trip.
Claudio, you're right. It really does feel like family, man. It's a
It
good
really
feeling.
does. Like
Yeah.
I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It was the best like impression I could ever have of, an event that, involved people who I really felt I related to. And again, you guys didn't see any content from us until after we got back. Like I didn't post anything, we didn't go live. I was just so overwhelmed by the entire environment and just trying to take it all in, and just really enjoy the experience. And
And
I wasn't Tony the content creator. I didn't want to
exactly.
be Tony the content creator. I wanted to be Tony the bariatric patient and Tony the bariatric friend, and it was just all about us having a good time enjoying each other.
Yeah, and that's funny because Tony and I had talked about it earlier because we're really on this push to get 100 men to show up for the bariatric retreat in San Diego on November 7th. We're really on a big push to get 100 men to show up to that retreat. So we thought about that and processed that before going on to this meetup, and we had planned to bring the microphones and start recording and asking guys questions and stuff during the event. But it just felt better just to be to just let that go to the wayside and hang out with our friends, man. So it
But
felt
we
good.
will, and I mean, like, we are really pushing for the 100 men. And Bariatric Society has been so kind to us that they are offering they're offering $25 off if you use the code BME and you purchase a ticket for the retreat in November.
That's
So
right. Be in the moment, bariatric bro. And just like Tony said, $25 off your ticket. Use BME as your code. Join us at the bariatric retreat in November. Let's get 100 men there. Let's show up. Let's enjoy. Because, I mean, a retreat for how many days? 3? Is it the 7th to the
the
10th?
7th to the 10th, yeah.
Yeah, 3 days of a meetup.
And
uh,
getting like value out of it. I
yeah,
mean, you're going to have guest speakers there. You're
yeah.
going to have all of your favorite people that you interact on this platform, and it's
Mhm.
everyone just being themselves and just
And
enjoying each
you know
other's
what else?
company.
You know what else I noticed is at the meetup is that Bariatric Society and Barry Nation, they went above and beyond to make it about each individual person that was there. Like this is for me. It's not for everybody.
We all
This
got swag
is
bag.
Yeah, this is for me. This is all about us,
Yeah.
not about anything but you. And man, it's a good feeling, man. It just is. I encourage anybody to go to a meetup if you can. You can link up with friends to get rooms, and go together. You got people who are generous and can help you get there or whatever. I mean, we're in this together, and I would encourage anyone to go to a meetup at any point, anywhere. So be in touch with your friends, everybody in this and the on the platform. If you need a place to look up meetups, I think they would have bariatric meetups on FB. Somebody can point you in the right direction. So hit me on the DMs. I'll point you in the
Bariatric
right
Society.
direction.
They have their stuff posted all the time, and they have different chapters. They have that Northeast chapter, which is how I learned about the bariatric retreat for this event. So the retreat and any of the small events. I mean, there's enough chatter within this community that you could find something close to you. If you're worried about something that's far away and you can't afford it, and that's understandable. I mean, there hasn't been anything up near Boston that I was aware of, and everything. I mean, New Jersey, it was a five hour drive down there for me. It was a 6 hour drive home, but 11 hours of travel was worth the time that I got to spend down there, and I got to hang out with basically my bestie right there, dude. Oh, and I know Kate can attest for this. At one point, I know someone was just like, "Are you two brothers?" Do you remember that?
I think I heard that.
And I just remember looking at it like, no, no, no. And then I think it was Kate that was like, no, they're from BME.
No, we're brothers.
We're brothers. We're
Brothers
definitely
from
brothers.
brothers from another mother.
Yes.
Hey, also, if you want more information about that retreat, check out the bio. We'll leave it at that. Check out the bio, and all the information about the bariatric retreat in November is there. Don't hesitate to
And
check us out.
we're gonna update the that code into the bio as well. So you guys know the code BME for $25 off for the bariatric retreat in November. And that is at Paradise Point Resort out in
That's
San
right.
Diego.
Is right. Is right. Hey, so with that being said, we'll take this time to go ahead and ask each and every one to continue to tap that screen. We're at 8,700 likes right now. We appreciate every one of those taps on my forehead right here. When you get the opportunity, don't hesitate to share this live. We are streaming on IG and YT at the same time. Look at that. We're here. Um, we're going to bring up some guests to
Yes.
join us on the panel. Some fellas who joined us at the meetup, which was awesome. Let me see if I could track them down and bring them on up.
If you were
Um,
if you were there over the weekend, if you were one of the guys that were there over the weekend, give us a big thumbs up, so we know you're here.
yeah, I found
Yo, yo,
most of
yo.
them.
Oh,
There they go. There they go. Come on up. Yes, sir.
Yo.
what's
Here
up?
we are. Welcome.
What's going on, fella? Hey, didn't I
Welcome
just see
to the
y'all?
Um,
panel. Yeah, we
Didn't I
just
just see
saw
y'all?
you,
I just saw
brother.
y'all. I just seen y'all. What's
Yeah.
up?
Hey, man, I love you guys, man.
Hey, man, the love is real, bro. We
hi,
love y'all
Krista.
too. Hey, listen, y'all see this smile? I've been smiling since this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Since all you, I mean, I appreciate everybody that showed up, but all the fellas that showed up, y'all, my
Yeah.
heart was happy. You hear
Yeah,
me?
Yeah.
we had that conversation. I know how happy you were about seeing all the
Yeah.
guys that showed up.
First of all, let's not even talk about how I got moved to the back seat once bro got hooked up with Claudia.
Oh,
We did. We got in the back seat. Like, why you
that's
back here?
messed up because I offered the back seat, bro. He did. He did offer it first. I offered to sit in the back seat, and she was like, "No, you're fine." And then they started playing Ricky Martin.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ricky Martin got me, bro. Like that was.
No, it was an amazing weekend. I appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Back at you.
Well,
Back at
you guys threw an amazing event. I had such a good time. I didn't stop smiling. Those 6 hours, all I did was think about that entire weekend.
Tony, I appreciate that comment though, because I mean, like of the welcoming face and the smile and everything, man. I appreciate that comment.
That's
like,
always you.
That wasn't
It
even
is,
planned.
man.
That wasn't even planned. I said, how could I help? And they were like, you can guide people. I'm like, cool. Like, so I'm like, over here, let's go. Tab was taking the names down, and I was like, go this way, because I got lost when I first got there too. So
But seriously, like if you were gonna make a first impression, dude, that smile and the handshake and just the love that you showed, the minute we showed up, I was just like, wow. I'm like, this is the best feeling ever. Because again, you guys have always been on the opposite side of the screen, and to meet you guys and to like actually like interact with everyone and see how great everyone really is, it means a lot, because you don't know, like you want to say like, oh, I know these guys, I know how they are, but you really don't until you get in and interact with them in person. And to see that you guys are the same people and you guys are just as authentic in person means a lot.
You know what's true though for me, and I'm speaking for me. I can't speak for everyone else, but I am so happy when I'm at the meetup. Like I can't even stand it. I'm beside myself. I just love being comfortable around people that I know that love and accept me, and this is how I feel. Like I know we're not intimately in love and all that, but I mean just the love and the caring and the empathy and just doing whatever it takes on accident with Claudio and inviting people. I mean, those are the type of people I want in my circle and I want to have surrounded around me. Now, with that being said, before I met any of you all, I met Chris before at a meetup, and we hung out at the Niagara Falls meetup last October, and we had a chance to meet. Me and Chris, I called Chris. I said, hey, I said, I'm headed over to this bariatric meetup. I know he doesn't live that far. Let's go half on a room. Me, him, and Sarah, we got a room. Freaking room was a lot cheaper than it would have been if we, paid for it on our own.
When was the Niagara Falls meetup?
The Niagara Falls meetup was last October, and we're doing it again in October. This coming up October.
I live like an hour and a half from Niagara Falls, bro.
Well, I'll keep.
And you need to go to the next one.
Yeah, we're gonna have the next one, and I'll let you know what it is.
Yeah, I had no idea. That's actually closer. I drove 6 hours? I drove 6 hours to come to this one. You know what I mean? I really, Chris was like, Chris told me, he was like, yo, let's go, man. You got to come. I'm like, all right. I made it happen, man. I drove the 6 hours, and you know what I mean? It was good.
What was your experience like, Chris?
Mine, it was really good. I enjoyed it. So this is my third meetup, and I just like to connect with new people. And I've been struggling since my surgery. It was about 7 months into my surgery, I got into a bad car accident and broke my ribs and my wrists. So it's still difficult for me to get back on track, but I'm trying. I lost 100 pounds so far since my surgery.
Good job, man.
That's awesome. Good job.
He said it's a journey, not a race. So
right, that's right.
What's funny about Chris though is because I know him now, and I know a lot of you don't know him like that. But what I've noticed about Chris is like he's quiet, he's reserved. But when you get to know him and pull him out of his little, box, he's an awesome guy. He's the sweetest guy, one of the sweetest guys I know. He's down to earth, will do anything for his friends, and he really is a great supportive instrument in this platform. And Chris, I really appreciate seeing you again, man. I love you, dude. Straight up.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's one thing I agree is like you don't feel judged, and you don't feel like people are judging you. And I'm gay, and in the gay community, they judge us. Heavy people, and that it's a thing. In this community, there's like no judging. I feel comfortable. I feel opened up, and I feel good about myself when I'm around people like in the same community.
Oh yeah. And D, man, it was awesome finally meeting you in person. I feel like I know you from somewhere, man, but I haven't put my pin on it yet. I could be crazy. But man, it was a pleasure meeting you as well.
Same.
It was absolutely good talking to you as well, man. And I love that why. That why really stood out to me.
Yeah, that why was awesome.
And thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
How was
I was
your
really
experience?
digging that blazer too.
Yeah.
The blazer was tight.
Thank you,
What
thank
was,
you, dude.
how was your experience, D?
Oh, it was fantastic, out of this world. Like I love coming to these events. And let me know if y'all can't hear me. I'm in public, so
No, you're
um,
good.
it was out of this world. I love coming to them. I always travel if I can to meet up everybody. It's one of those
We
things where
always do.
it's like a family reunion that you never knew that you needed. And every single time that I gotta come home, I'm like depressed for a day because it's like you leave all your brand new friends. It's just like you're in a whole nother world for that weekend or week, whatever you got going on. So uh, it was just good to connect, especially with like the fellas, because usually it's one or two, but to have that many fellas show up and we got to work out and connect, and everybody's in different places mentally, like whether they're the gym guys or non-gym guys, like everybody just came together. There was no division, so it's just
Yeah, I missed the workout. I'm not missing the next workout. I need to
we
be
got
there.
I
It was
know,
good.
man.
It
It
was
was good.
awesome.
I know. I was like, man, everybody showed up but me and Tony and Jay Salazar.
Look.
Jay, how'd you like it, man?
First of all, I was in the gym that day at 5 a.m. All right, all right.
That's right. That is true. That is
Second of all,
true.
no, it was really dope. It was a really cool experience. For me, I didn't have to travel far. It was a 40-minute drive. Um, it was really fun. Really, like you said, to see people, like somebody said, to see people who I usually see on a screen, and to meet people who I've never met or never seen on TikTok, and to meet people who are more based on Instagram but do like the same things that we do, except on that we do on TikTok. It was really dope to and to meet new people. I met Jules. Jules hung out with Anna and Kate. I spent a lot of time with Chris. Had a really dope conversation with Claudio. Had another conversation with Tony, like you mentioned before, and it was just really dope. I tried my best to move around and to introduce myself to as many people as possible. It was just really a really cool experience. Something that I didn't really know that I needed as much as it turns out I did. But it was dope. I must say.
I know that's right. I know you were a little anxious and you felt like you were going to be uncomfortable, what have you, man. But hey, you turned out, man,
Yeah, you
and
did.
you have no idea how good you made a lot of people feel, man. Your energy that you give off contributes a lot to what we're all looking for when we go to these meetups, and we appreciate you for that, man.
I'm so glad you were next to my bay when you were golfing because I could not stop laughing and smiling that entire afternoon.
We even took a jog to Chipotle together, man. I'll never let that down. I love it. Thanks, man. Hey, Claudio,
What's up?
what was your take on the meetup, man? Was this your first one or?
It was actually, yeah, it was my first meetup. Even though like when I ran into Rissa at the lobby, it was like it was just like we knew each other already. For like the past 2 years, they've been in my life. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. They've been around since the beginning. So Chris and Rissa have been trying to get me to come to a event for a while, and this was the first one I was able to make. I had the big wedding last year. I had so much going on, and they understood. But this year, I told Chris, I was like, all right, man, this is the year like I'm about to get involved a little bit more. So, you know,
Awesome.
but
Awesome.
yeah, so it's just I had the best time. I mean, and I didn't want it to end. I was like, man, I got to go back home though. Like I really wanted my wife to come because she had surgery too. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to make it, but we've been already talking and planning for retreat, man. Like we already started talking about it and getting it going. So, you know, I
It's
had
happening.
I
I had
love the
I had,
video
I had
of
a good time.
you and bro meeting.
Huh?
I love the video of you and bro meeting.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had to do like 6 takes.
Yeah.
Did y'all just meet for the
You
first
can't
time?
say that. You can't
Yeah,
say
it was it was
that.
it was it was for the first time in person. Yeah,
First time.
like we
That's
talk
what's
on the
up.
phone probably every day, but it was like the first time in person.
And I kept I was like, I have to be there to film it. And then I was actually first to see Claudio in the lobby. So then I brought him, I was like, all right, let's make this happen. And they met and it was just
It was
we
funny.
didn't film it. And he was like, all right, we gotta do this again, we gotta do it again. And then they just would not act right at all.
we was childish all weekend long,
the
man.
entire
We were
weekend.
childish,
Yeah.
and I mean, it was fun though. I mean, and like having my conversation with Jay, and everything, like we talked, about fitness and about life, about our journeys and stuff like that, and then meeting with you guys. I had real good deep conversation with D. We got to know each other on a deeper level, which was awesome, man. It was great,
We all got to stay at the same hotel next time because
I
I'm
know.
surprised we didn't get kicked out the lobby because we were loud, we were emotional, we was talking deep, we was talking about life, and it just kind of like lasted till like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Speak in front of everybody. It was just me and my wife at the Crown Plaza. I was like, "There's no one else in this thing."
Yeah. Oh man, that first night was crazy. Like it was like, yo, we got to get to the gym in the morning. Like, what are we doing? We were sitting there drinking and just having a good time, and like, that was awesome. And then when I met Rab and Tony when you guys walked in, like that was an awesome moment. I spoke with Chris a little bit as well. It's just it was awesome kind of connecting with everybody, and and so I see the people in the comments as well, like Cade and Anna, and everybody else who was there that I got to meet in person as well, and have conversations with and stuff like that. So I had it was definitely didn't want to come home, but I had to, man. My family, you know what I mean?
It's that feeling of like being able to be open with people that you've met, but not like in person.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't skip a beat. Like you've opened up to them on this platform, and you meet them in person, and it's like you've known them. You've known them for years, and you feel so open to be able to share more things with them, and you get the same thing back. And it's like that feeling of vulnerability and still connecting and being able to be there for each other, but at the same time celebrate each other being around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and let's just admit that my golf game sucks. That's why I don't golf. I'm a baseball player because I couldn't hit the ball for shit. That was terrible.
I can teach.
Same.
I can definitely teach you. I'll give you tips.
Yeah, no, I'm not paying the $99.99 though, dude. So I'm not paying the $99.99 for your lesson. I can't do it.
Hey, what happened in that D? What did they do for the workout?
The one with Rob.
Yeah.
It was good. So the first hour, the owner of the gym kind of took us through kind of the mechanics of lifting, as far as like squatting and deadlifting and things like that. And then after that, we were able to break apart and do our own thing. And he would come to each individual person and correct their form and kind of go over that. So he was very, very detailed. He was very like almost scientific with how he broke down the workout. So that was really, really nice. And then, everybody kind of just did their own thing. So it was nice to see people who were meeting for the first time connect and live together. And that took the brotherhood to a whole nother level.
I bet, man.
Yeah, when I saw the push-up video, I'm just like, Rab, we should have went to the workout.
Yeah, shout out to Chris and Rissa for capturing all the amazing videos and putting them together. This one, they added classical music to it. I was in the background, like playing my violin. I was like, this is some dope stuff. I could never edit the way they edit, so it was like fantastic.
I did that on purpose.
What's amazing about the whole bariatric society deal with Chris and Rissa is they're working and they don't even look like it. But there's a lot that's going into what's going down.
Oh yeah.
And like
and full-time jobs at that with 5 kids.
Exactly. So it's just like kudos to you all for bringing that about and making that happen for the community. We straight up appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I got the full experience. You know what I mean? Because I was with Chris the whole time, and I saw everything setting up. Got to help, and you know what I mean. I was just like, wow, this is like they really like. It gave me a higher sense of appreciation for what they do. You know what I mean? Because they really like Chris was carrying stuff and bags and all the swag bags and everything. I'm like, man, like this is a lot of stuff. Like I felt bad because I was late to help out. You know what I mean? Like he was like, hey, I need you to drive because this and that. So I drove my own car And I was like, damn, man, I'm late. Like, you know, and they're carrying everything in, and it was pouring rain. The wind was blowing like 40 miles an hour.
That's rain.
Yeah, that rain was in the way. That's the only part that was in the way was the rain and the cold. When I left home, it was spring. Okay. When I got to Jersey, it turned right back into winter.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Thank God for those heaters that were there, because I was
Absolutely.
just, I'm not wearing my jacket the whole time. I wore my polo. That was it.
Right.
See, that's why I couldn't hit the ball the same way because it was cold in my joint.
Right. And listen, and we was cold. We got this very cold now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, real quick, I want to go around the shoehorn and come back to Bariatric Society about the retreat that's coming up in November. Bariatric Chris, can you give me a takeaway from the retreat? I mean, not the retreat, but the meetup.
Meeting new people and knowing that you're not alone in this journey. And
How about you?
I do real quick. I do appreciate this book. I've been reading it, and it's very good.
Good,
Have you, Chris? You
Yeah.
started reading it?
Oh yeah.
Of course you did. Hey, Jay. Oh, Jay's already done. Jay's already done with the
He
book.
said, "Of course he did." Nah, I'm an
Yeah.
audiobook. I'm an audiobook person, so I'm gonna need Bariatric Chris to like read to me or something.
Hey, Murph, welcome. How
What's
about
up,
you,
Murph?
D?
Hey, Murph.
The biggest thing is like don't assume what people have going on. Like we all need to connect, and I take for granted like when I see people on here and I'm like, man, they got it all together and they're this, they're that, and I never think. Just ask them, are you okay? How are you doing? So like, don't take it for granted. Check on each other. Like we all need it. Like I'm a hot mess, so ask me if I'm okay, and it's usually gonna be no. So that's it. Just
Yeah.
the fellas need help too.
Yeah. My takeaway from it was, despite how many followers you have, or or how much content you do, whether you're a content creator or you're just, someone who, not just, but someone who just who watches videos or enjoys and hits the likes and is in the comments, you are valued just as much as anyone else, and we
That
appreciate
part.
everything you put into the community just like anyone else. That was my takeaway, and we love you just as much as we love the next. So thank you for joining us at that at these meetups and in the comments. Thanks for tapping the screen, y'all. We appreciate all the 13.3 thousand likes that we have right now. Make sure that you watch us every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. The same times on Sunday nights with our sister chat with VSG Bestie. Talk Barry to me every Sunday night. Make sure you tune in. Tony, what's your takeaway, bro?
Like everyone was talking here, and it was repeated more than once with everyone that I spoke to. This was the trip that I didn't know I needed. Like we've all set it up here on panel tonight, and it was said throughout the entire everyone I talked to. It was, I really needed this. Talking with all of you or talking with you and meeting you and getting to know people that you don't get a chance to interact with in person on an everyday basis, and then having someone be empathetic with you that can relate with you, it means so much to you. And you don't realize that being surrounded by like people can really, like, especially when you're not judged, you don't feel alienated, it really can bring you up. And that like I said, this is the most amazing trip that I've had in a long time. And to be surrounded by like people I can consider family, like my brother Rab right here. We actually had someone say, are you two brothers? Because of how we interact. And to be able to spend, even if it was just for the weekend, it was worth 11 hours of travel just to be able to experience that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What about you, Claudio?
Oh man, like same thing, family, man. Like just being around like-minded people, everybody who has been through our journey, who's been in our shoes. You know what I mean? Because everybody's been in that depression or hurt or whatever part of your story is, it just everybody's been through the same, you know what I mean? And we've been there, we've been looked at, laughed at, all that, you know what I mean? So it's just it's nice to be around people like that, you know what I mean, that understand every aspect of our lives basically. And like I just want to point out, like in the lobby, Rab, you shut down, right? I
Yeah.
noticed that you shut down, and you shut
Yes.
down because you was in pain, bro, because you
Yeah.
overate or something went down the wrong way. And I just seen him. I seen him, and I felt
Uh,
bad because I was like, I remember that shit. Like I remember
damn.
shutting down, not talking to nobody, quiet because you're just trying to not
Could.
either A, not throw up, or B, just in pain, like
Yeah.
extreme pain. And it's just that moment I was like, oh, he's good, because I didn't think, oh, like what's putting him in a bad mood? He's pissed off about something, you know what I mean? Or somebody like rubbing him wrong. Nah, he was fighting that inner battle that he could not.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, you still.
Trying to shake it off and act like nothing was wrong.
yes,
Yeah,
I was.
Hey,
Only
you don't know
only,
that
only a
I
bariatric
came in the
person would
bathroom to check
recognize
on you too,
that.
bro.
yeah.
Huh?
I came in the bathroom to check on you.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was bent over.
Uh-huh. I said, he'll be out in a minute.
But
Yeah.
I was straight though. Like I said, it
Yeah.
happened. What, like it's like a half hour or so, and then it passes, and it's like nothing even happened, man. That's what happens when you don't wait after you eat peanuts, and you just go straight from eating peanuts and you drink water. That's gonna happen every time, every single time. You get to forgetting and get comfortable in your zone, and then boom, peanuts and water
He was
take you
chilling.
out, chilling.
Yeah, so like I said, being around everybody that has been through our journey and in our
Yeah.
shoes, and both aspects of life, right? Because we were all bigger at once, and we all lost weight, and we're all trying to, you know what I mean, like better our lives, you know what I mean. So it was awesome to be around that, you know what I mean. People who understand everything. So
Yeah, yeah, it was. It did, and that did mean a lot. Everyone was checking on me, and I was, I had to reassure you that everything was fine, but you all knew what was going on, and that's what matters, man. Every damn time. With that being said, can Chris Bariatric Bro, can you tell me what you would say to a bariatric patient or a member of any of the platforms who are interested in going to a retreat or a meetup? Can you share with me with us what you would tell someone who is kind of on the fence about going?
You want to be honest or you want me to lie?
I want you to be honest.
I would say just do it. I can't cuss because I was gonna cuss. But I would say just do it. Like come out of your shell, you know what I'm saying? Do something new. And this is for you. This is something that's gonna be a treat or something that's gonna be special for you, because every time I take away from this is I get a treat every single time, a treat that I don't want to give back, that I want to keep to myself. So I refill my cup. So just seeing y'all and having these men pull up like y'all did, y'all just refill my cup and y'all don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just made me feel good to know that, you know what I'm saying? We talk about followers. I don't have a lot of followers on here too, but I know
Right.
with the followers I do have, we making an impact on the community. And
That's right.
and that's what it's about. But I would say just do it. Just like with this procedure on any weight loss journey, just do it. You could do it and make it happen.
What you got to say about that, Tony? I know you got something to say.
Is exactly what he says. But it's true. It's like, go for it. What do you really have to lose other than missing out on a great experience? And like we all said, like it's the trip or it's the experience that you didn't know you needed.
Yeah.
And to be with people that you interact with, that you consider friends, family, the supporters that you've always that you interact with on a daily basis, and to be able to have that outpouring of emotion, like that handshake, that hug, that that embrace of just like, thank you for being there for me. It goes a long way, and you don't realize it until you're actually in that moment and you experience it. And it's the best feeling that you can possibly have, to know that you're surrounded by people who care about you.
And then I get to finally meet you guys in person and shake your hands and give hugs and shoot the shit. You know what I mean? So That's something I'm never gonna forget.
Yeah, and you get to race your friend's wife on a treadmill.
On
You
the
know what I mean?
Yeah, that
Bariatric
was
bro.
not planned, y'all. That was hilarious too.
That's funny. That is
And
funny.
Rab
I
got
cried.
the Miss Tony D approval. So Rab's okay with the wife.
Yeah, not to mention, like, I met her with a mouthful of food. Like, I'm sitting there eating a whole like chicken tender or whatever, and I turn around. He's like, "This is my wife." I'm like, "Uh-oh." Hold up, like, let
We
me
talk
eat this
about
real quick.
timing.
Yeah. What about Bariatric bro? What what's there to look forward to at the retreat in San Diego?
I can't give away too much, but it's a lot of shit to look forward to. It's a lot of stuff for the fellas to look forward to. I mean, it's just a lot of education, a lot of fun. What you think, babe? What else? What we got? But because I can't say too much.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll say what's on the website on the Eventbrite. So every single retreat, which we're in our 4th year this year, it gets better and better and
Every single
bigger
year.
and more awesome. But 16 plus sessions, keynotes, workshops led by experts as well as patients who've been through the same journey. Workouts every single morning. So there's different workouts to choose from that you can take advantage of. There is the fashion show, of course. That's something that we added
created
to retreat in year 2. It's just absolutely amazing. Just opportunities for connection, resources. You are going to be shaking hands and breaking bread with other bariatric surgeons, nutritionists, dietitians. The brands are crazy.
All the brands will be
like
there.
literally your favorite brands. You're literally meeting the CEO, shaking hands with them, having a great time. And then honestly, the swag bags, first of all, meetups are great and they're awesome, but retreat is like just 30 times. So the swag bags for retreat are literally, you walking away with hundreds of dollars worth of product. Just samples, things you've never tried before, things you love. So it's just awesome. And then it's just the people, right? So, and of course, it's me and bro. So
So it's gonna be a vibe.
good time from beginning to end.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
The welcome party is insane. The gala is insane. We have themes for both of them, so just be prepared to have a good time. It's a good weekend, and I always say, like, retreat is like my family reunion, and you don't want it to end. And it's with the family that you like. You know, you got
Right.
family reunions where you
Right.
like that one aunt that you don't really mess with, but everybody you want to hug, like it's tears, it's just happiness, like it's always a good vibe.
And the last thing I'll say is that yes, there's a cost, right? There's a cost to everything, but 1, it's an investment, and 2, it's up to you what that looks like, right? So there are rooms that hold up to 2, and there's rooms that hold up to 4. So you can literally, we have group rates for all the rooms. You can literally, get 3 of your berry besties or whatever, and y'all can share a room, and you can drive down costs. You can, get your ticket now and then put alerts on your flight so you can figure out when's going to be the cheapest.
Southwest got a sale right now, just FYI.
So yes, it's expensive, and it can be really expensive if you wait till the last minute. But if you plan now, then by the time you get to November, it's like it's like anything else. You paid a little bit now,
and you don't have to pay for your room until you get there.
Exactly.
You can just reserve it now. You don't have to pay for it until you get there.
And just pack in your bag.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. D could tell y'all, D been to 2 retreats.
Have you, D?
So I've only been to one. The last one was my first one, but I'll go to all the meetups and stuff like that.
Yes, that's my bad.
And so it's cool. And I've done that. I split a room with Derek last year, and that helped bring the cost way down. And then it was in Texas, so then I was like the chauffeur. So I was like, people like, oh, I get an Uber. I'm like, no, you won't. I'm on my way, and I'm shuttling people back and forth in my car. So it's like when you team up with your resources, it makes it so easy to get around, and it helps you save money.
Yep. Yeah. The airport is actually 5 minutes from the resort, so you don't need to rent a car because everything you need is on the resort. Food, bar, workout.
Mama Bear
So,
put, is this a
to
men
see,
only event? No, this is for everyone. For everyone in
This
the
is for
Bariatric.
everyone. This is for everyone.
Yeah, it's not only men, it's men and women.
And we
Yeah.
always pick a location. So the location we pick is 2 miles from downtown, 2 miles from the beach, and then there's an actual beach with parasailing, boats, scuba, like everything across the street from the location as well. Like everything is like close by within walking distance. We'll show
And
you the ride.
you're
yes,
also
it's at Paradise Point.
and you're all
Every retreat is at a resort. Yep, everything's there. You
We do
don't
that
have
on
to
purpose.
leave. You're good to go.
and you are
I'm sorry.
you're
The cost of the
also
retreat. Is there a deadline for the retreat to pay for the retreat cost or no?
No deadline, but we sell out every year. So once we start announcing speakers, that's when the tickets.
Yeah, we'll be announcing speakers
start going crazy
real soon, actually.
and also if you go into BME's bio, you will find a code that will save you $25. BME is the code. Check it out. Every little bit counts. And
That's
Chris,
right.
Chris, if you go, you already know who you're rooming with, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So we're halfway there.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Listen,
that.
y'all saving money now. Look at that.
Already. 100 men. We're looking to
We
get
need
100 men.
fellas. So originally when I came to retreat, it was me, Jason. It was 3 guys, right?
one other guy.
It was one other guy, and I'm just kind of like, oh, these women, like, we need this too. We need the support. We need the community. We need all of this. So I've been on a mission ever since then. So the guys have been increasing every year. So my goal this year is to get 100 fellas. So I need y'all to tell a fella, to tag a fella. We need y'all there.
Out of 350. So ladies, I saw
Yes,
someone in the comment ask, is it just for men? No, the ladies come
always
correct.
outnumber. Always
Yep.
outnumber.
Always.
And I got a wife for y'all. For the single fellas, them women be fine. So yeah, listen, come say hello, cause they be looking for y'all. I'm just
Hello.
saying. Every time, like Chris, where the fellas at? Where the fellas at? I tried to get them here, y'all, but you know they stubborn.
Hey,
and the
Tony,
ones that do come, they be dragged with their wife. So
yeah. So again, check our bio. We got a code in there, BME. If there's something interested that you want to look into, I strongly encourage you to try to meet us down there. We'll be there. If it's something that you want to look into attending and you're worried about finances, don't hesitate to reach out in the DMs. You never know. You never know. Reach out in the DMs. We're family. Let's figure this out together. On another note, there's something that's coming up on what date is that, Tony? The walk that we're doing in Boston?
So April 21st at Fenway Park, there is a charity event that I am registered for, that I am forming a team for. It is Climb for a Cause, and it's raising money to raise awareness and to eliminate homelessness in Boston. So you will be able to walk the steps at Fenway Park out in the bleachers. There are approximately 1,803 steps that we will take, and that represents the amount of people that are homeless in Boston currently. So to go along with that, because I am constantly always on video taking steps up the staircases, I thought this would be a great way for us to get together, to promote movement within the community. If you want to become part of the team, or if you would just like to donate and towards the cause, I would greatly appreciate it. Rab is actually going to be joining me and my family doing that. I think your girlfriend's coming, and I believe Chris, you're part of the team as well.
I already signed up.
Hey Tony, and what's the date on that and what time?
April 21st, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
And that's in the bio as well, right?
Yeah, that's in the bio, and there is a link there to my page to raise money. So you're not giving me money directly. It's a page that they set up for the event, for the actual charity, and the donations go directly to them. And it's 100% that goes towards fighting homelessness in Boston.
And I have a link in my bio too for that.
I'll be recovering, but I'll donate.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
With that being said, we're at 15.9 thousand likes, just under 16,000 likes. We appreciate each and every one of your taps all of your follows, all your shares, all your comments, all your continued support in the comments. We appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday for Barry Talk Barry to Me with VSG Bestie, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. On Mondays, make sure you tune in to Barry Unfiltered with Anna and Kate at the same times. Tuesdays, what do we got going on Tuesday? We're Taco Tuesday. Wednesday, make sure you check in with Barry's Sisters at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. You do the math the other way. It's a lot of numbers. I can't go back. I can't go from west to east. My brain doesn't work like that. But each and every one of y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a pleasure to meet you. Me and Tony wouldn't give it back to the world. It was also awesome to meet Big Head next to me. That was awesome. My brother, I love you. I love you, man. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to create more friendships, relationships. We all know our why. We'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Take
tuning
care.